This is a sad video because the founder of Ondo Finance has just passed away, 32 years of age, $3.7 billion locked inside of his protocol. He built the biggest, the best real-world asset product crypto has ever seen. He earned tremendous respect from the industry's leaders, but unfortunately, his life was too short. On May 25, 2026, Ondo Finance posted a statement on X that stopped the entire crypto industry. Nathan Allman, the founder of Ondo Finance, has unexpectedly passed away. CZ replied with condolences. Builders across the entire space went quiet. Now, Nathan Altman was not just the founder of Ondo. He was the single most important trust signal the company had with Wall Street. He was the reason BlackRock took the meeting. He was the reason that Franklin Templeton signed the partnership. And he was the reason that institutional money was comfortable putting billions of dollars into a blockchain product. And now that trust is gone. So in this video, we're paying a tribute to Nathan Allman and with a heavy heart discussing Ondo Finance future without its captain. As a disclaimer, the information in this video was collected from various sources, so if anything is wrong, kindly leave a comment. Thank you very much. So who was Nathan Allman? Well, most people in crypto knew Nathan Allman was the Ondo guy, but the real story starts much earlier. He studied at Brown University and Stanford. Before Ondo, he worked on Goldman Sachs' digital assets desk. Before that, he ran Chain Street Capital, a quantitative crypto hedge fund, and handled alternative credit at Prospect Capital Management. By the time he founded Ondo in 2021, Nathan had already sat inside of Goldman Sachs, managed institutional money, and ran a quant fund in crypto. He was not some outsider trying to sell blockchain to Wall Street. He had lived in both worlds and knew exactly how to connect them. While most founders in 2021 were chasing yield farming and NFTs, Nathan had a much different vision, bringing US Treasuries on-chain, the most trusted but also the most boring asset class in traditional finance. He built Ondo on one simple premise. Tokenized finance should take the best parts of traditional markets and use public blockchain for better access, faster settlement, and real transparency. And Ondo soon became a global sensation. Now fast forward to 2022, Ondo raised a $20 million Series A from Founders Fund, Pantera Capital, Coinbase Ventures, and Tiger Global. These are the kinds of companies that only invest when they believe in the founder behind the company. And Nathan was the guy walking into meetings with BlackRock, Franklin Templeton, JP Morgan, Fidelity, etc., and convincing them that crypto infrastructure could actually be taken seriously. That is not an easy thing to do, and it is definitely not something you can replace overnight. Under Nathan's direction, Ondo's early offerings attracted more than $200 million in liquidity deposits and secured partnerships with over 10 DAOs. Ondo was not selling any hype, it was selling credibility, and a huge part of that credibility came from directly Nathan himself. His VP of marketing, Ben Grossman, called him a once-in-a-generation founder and a visionary on the same day that he passed. And to be honest, that is why this moment matters, because Ondo has to prove that the project can survive without the person who built the trust behind it. And right now, all eyes are on Ian DeBode. Ian joined Ondo in March 2024 as Chief Strategy Officer. Coming from McKinsey, where he ran digital asset strategy for major traditional financial institutions. In November 2025, he was promoted to president, and now, effective immediately, he is the new CEO. To me, Ian is not the perfect replacement for Nathan. I mean, no one is. But if there's anybody who could lead Ondo to the future, that is gonna be Ian. Ian has been running Ondo's strategy, the product decisions, and day-to-day operations for over 2 years now. He knows every institutional player. He built the product roadmap alongside Nathan. He was already the operational CEO in everything but the title. And fairly or unfairly, Ian is now stepping into one of the hardest positions in crypto. And the real test will come in the next 6 to 12 months. Do the institutional partnerships still hold? Does Ondo close the same deals that were in the pipeline under Nathan? Does the product roadmap continue at the same pace? I mean, Ian already said it. The mission of Ondo, Nate's mission, has not changed. If Nate were here, he would want to continue executing with excellence, and we will make him proud. That is the right thing to say. Now, the market needs to see him prove it. Alright, but what does this mean for the Ondo token? Well, Ondo is trading at around 37 to 38 cents, down roughly 20% following the sad announcement. The market cap sits at about $1.8 billion. However, the trading volumes has spiked hard, more than $280 million in the last 24 hours. That shows that the people are reacting to the news very quick. But honestly, compared to other leadership shocks we have seen in crypto before, the reaction with Ondo was actually pretty controlled. There was volatility for sure, but there was no full-scale panic. And right now, the market basically seems split into two different camps. On the one side, you have the traders who are basically nervous. Because the big question is pretty obvious. How much of Ondo's success was tied directly to Nathan himself? Will institutions still have the same level of confidence under new leadership? Well, that uncertainty is what caused the initial sell-off. But on the other side, a lot of long-term holders see this dip completely differently. Their argument is pretty simple. The fundamentals did not disappear overnight. According to DeFi Llama, Ondo's total value locked almost crossed $4 billion this month, and Ondo Global Markets alone pushed past $1 billion. That means the products are still live, the OUSG is still running, USDY is still running strong, the tokenized equity platform is still growing, and at the same time, the broader real-world asset market is still exploding. The tokenized real-world asset sector has now passed $34 billion in total value locked, nearly 4 times larger than it was at the start of 2025, and Ondo helped pioneer that entire movement. So to be honest, the bigger trend here probably will not disappear just because Nathan is gone. If anything, this becomes the ultimate stress test for the thesis that Nathan spent years building, and that Ondo Finance could become the main bridge connecting Wall Street and the rest of the world. And honestly, Nathan has laid the perfect groundwork for Ondo, and now we just have to keep building on top. And that's gonna be it for my video on Ondo Finance and the very unfortunate event. Nathan's legacy is not the Ondo token only. His legacy is every person now accessing institutional grade finance because of what he started. And as Ian said, his vision and belief in building a more open and accessible financial system will continue to guide everything that they build going forward. Whether you are bullish on Ondo or not, you have to respect what Nathan built in just 4 years. And if you have watched my previous video on Ondo, you already know how bullish I am on this project, and this strategy won't change it. So make sure to comment down below what you think about Ondo moving forward and the price of Ondo token. And like and subscribe to CryptoNinjas for more content like this. Thank you very much.